For decades, there was a quiet stereotype in Europe. The United States was seen as excessive, loud, culturally empty, a place you visit once in your life, take a photo, and go back home joking about giant portions and strange accents.
Would you ever move to America?
No.
I don't like the culture, whether it's tipping, guns, the thoughts on abortion.
No interest in moving there. No, it's a complete hole.
It's a disgusting place. They've got no NHS whatsoever. It's an absolute dump.
Then came the World Cup. What started as a short trip just to follow their team turned into something nobody expected. Fans who arrived full of jokes, went back home, or didn't go back at all, completely changed. In this video, we'll show how a decades-old prejudice collapsed in a matter of weeks, and why so many people are now deciding to stay for good.
We are enjoying America so much since we have arrived. It is an amazing country.
Every animal in here was alive at one point. Oh, really? Every single one of them.
I am loving the way Americans don't say what, they say what's up. And instead of saying okay, they say I got you. Oh, so nice.
First interaction to ranch.
Okay. This is my annual sauce eating.
Nice.
The waiter comes over, smiles, asks how are you doing, checks on you, brings refills, and actually tries to make the experience good. And when you're used to European service, that feels almost luxurious. I have even become friends with waiters at places I often go to. That would be very unusual in Germany.
World Cup ticket worth of meat right there. Hey, look above your heads. Maybe.
And then we have one of the greatest American inventions of all time. Free refills. I still love this. You pay for one coffee and then you can drink more than one coffee. You pay for one Coke and they just bring you more. To Americans, this is normal. Wrong.
I feel like I've been lied to about the US. It is so nice here. We're in Miami Beach and it's a glorious day. There's people out here playing volleyball. There's just people riding bikes, riding roller skates, running. Everyone is extremely fit here. Yeah. The stereotypical thought of America is that people are obese, but here, everyone is so fit.
We haven't seen hardly anyone that's even overweight.
In Germany, you often have to pay for water in a restaurant. Not just a little bit. Sometimes the water costs almost as much as other drinks. So when Europeans come to America and someone just brings them a huge glass of water for free, it almost feels like civilization has reached its final form. And then comes the food. Europeans love to say American food is terrible. And then they come here and eat like they're preparing for winter. Barbecue, brisket, burgers, wings, pancakes, waffles, Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, Texas Roadhouse, Waffle House at 1 a.m. in the morning.
I am living my dream. This is honestly, guys, I could cry. It's so beautiful. Apparently there's just lightning. No, I didn't see lightning. What's that?
Suddenly everyone is quiet. In Germany, fast food is basically McDonald's, Burger King and Döner. And I love Döner, but America has an insane food culture. And not just fast food. That is another stereotype Europeans get wrong.
And they made us think that it was going to be so unsafe here. I feel super safe. There's police around, there's safety cameras everywhere. Like, I don't know what's going on.
And here in Miami Beach, there's loads of Spanish music, and it's just like
such a
vibey
vibe, yeah.
everywhere. The food's been great, the people's been really nice.
Been fantastic.
Immigration on the way in was no issue at all.
Before even boarding the plane, most people already had their minds made up. Americans are so over the top. There's no real culture there. I would never live in a country like that. This narrative isn't new. It spans generations, shows up in bar jokes, in comments from relatives who never actually set foot in the country, in memes that have circulated across European internet for years. The problem is that most of that judgment never came from real experience, just repeated cliché. And that's exactly what made the World Cup shock so powerful. People who went to mock and came back moved.
I shouldn't go, but it's your ancestors, our European ancestors went there, and they say, like in Europe and the media, oh, America doesn't have any culture, but it does. It has every culture in the world, because America is this giant melting pot of every culture.
Yeah, and so many countries and food cultures, and that's why it's
wild, dude.
Yeah, it's next level.
Like, we've been walking down the street before, and house after house in neighbourhoods in Tennessee, you'll see a USA flag hanging out in the front porch, and then right next to it, across the other side of the house, you'll have an Irish flag. You walk down, then you've got an American flag, and you've got the fleur-de-lis, the New Orleans flag, and then go down, you've got the lion rampant flag, like a Scottish flag. Then you've got the German, the French, the Swiss. We've seen neighbourhoods that have literally decided that they're going to post their nationalities on the front of their house and tell you, I'm American first. It's the first thing you see. Next thing you see is their sub-nationality, like from where they descended from. That's pride, and we just do not have that in the UK. But America, they're not scared, and that makes me so happy to the bottom, to my core.
Every day.
People on an American adventure today? Let's go. Yeah. For real? I didn't kill anyone.
So happy in the US. I can express myself in every aspect. The way I speak, the way I dress, the way I walk, even like in my business, in my project, in my creativity, I can just be me. And you know, like, I went to the doctor and I have this diagnosis and I'm like, fuck this. And it's the consequences of what happens when you have to shrink, when you cannot express yourself, when you just have to check some boxes because you have to be that way or that way, and you cannot just be yourself, express yourself fully, when you feel that you're living in a cage. And this is what happens. I'm sorry, I love my country so much, but there's something that feels so off. 2 days ago, I was walking, like, and I had a shirt and I was not wearing bra because I don't need a bra, and that's fucking it, you know, like, and I don't need any justification. But people were just looking at me as if I was a problem, because that's the reality. When you walk here, people, they judge you. If you dare to dream too big or just to dream, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. You cannot really express yourself. And of course, it exists also in the US. You have to check some boxes because in the end, it's the cutest, the skinniest, and things like that. Like, I'm talking to women especially who are going to win, but in the end, yes, in the US, I can breathe. I can breathe there, and I don't feel this competition as much, like, with women, as much as I can feel it here in France. That's why I love the US so much, and I don't fucking care about what other things about the US. Because even myself, I was like full of cliche before moving to the US, but then I moved there and I fell in love there.
More bread. I'm telling you. Take it good, huh? Marshmallows on a potato. That's great.
It's okay to move from the UK to the USA and be happy. It's okay to have good experiences within the USA. And I know that's not what people expect. I know when I first told people we was moving to America, there was a lot of negativity, and a lot of it does stem from the media.
What started as joke content on social media, look at the size of this, only in America, slowly began to shift in tone. The jokes kept coming, but the contempt disappeared.
Europeans only hate America because they've never actually been there. For years, you couldn't scroll through social media without seeing a European telling you how bad America is. The food is trash, the people are fake, the culture is shallow, no healthcare, no vacation days, and honestly, I used to just let that slide. And as a European myself, I was in their shoes.
I've been reflecting a bit on the last 10 days I've had spent in America. And I just want to say that, America, you've got it right. As a fan who's been experiencing things so far here at the World Cup on the ground, I have nothing but positive things to say so far in terms of the way that they've organised it. I mean, obviously there were concerns leading up to the tournament, but I think America's done a great job so far.
And let me tell you, the World Cup comes in the US and all of a sudden millions of Europeans who've been talking down on this country their entire lives show up. And you know what happens? Well, they lost their minds, but in a good way. The stadiums, the energy, the fans, the food, the hospitality of Americans, video after video of Europeans saying, I had no idea it was like this. Americans are actually so nice. And they saying that they've been in the wrong place all their lives.
For a significant number of these fans, the World Cup stopped being just a sports event and became the starting point of a much bigger decision. Reports of people researching work visas, looking for apartments, talking to American recruiters started spreading. What was just another trip turned into the beginning of a real-life change. And the most surprising part is that many of these same people swore just months earlier they'd never even consider it.
In terms of organization, the transportation has been great considering they don't have the same infrastructure as Asia or Europe. I mean, getting around to and from games has been easy. Safety-wise, it's been great. You know, you feel protected and welcome, not afraid of law enforcement. So they've done a great job in making people feel like there's not going to be any danger at this World Cup. There's been people in the cities that have voluntarily helped me personally. I mean, there's been times when I've not been able to get to certain places and people have nudged me in the right direction. So I think it shows that people are willing to help them. But most importantly, there's just been a great atmosphere around the country. I mean, I've met the most friendly people around the US, not just from America, but from all over the world. From the Cape Verdeans to the people from Curacao, to the Moroccans, to the Ghanaians, to the Europeans, to the Asians. I made friends with people from countries I never thought I would. So it's been an experience that I'll never forget so far.
And he showed us all the different materials that the cowboy boots were made out of. And he kept saying, don't worry, you don't need to buy anything. I just want to show you guys.
He looked like an actual cowboy himself.
Yeah, he did.
He was dressed so smartly. He had a cowboy hat on, the boots, everything.
He actually invited us to the rodeo that we went to later on in that day.
Yeah, he's the one that told us about the rodeo. And I think I got the video of him explaining to you that you can go to the rodeo. Oh, you should have seen James's face. I'll try and upload it here. He was like, no way.
I was buzzing, like the way he was explaining it.
I'm a Brit living in America, but these are some of the things that are normal to Americans, but a little bit weird for us Brits. Number one, how much Americans love their country. Go America.
Well, thanks to America, everyone's having a great time. And I also think it shows why the World Cup is the greatest show on earth. Because in a world full of diversity, the World Cup brings unity to everyone.